Today I'm celebrating Falcon Heavy's maiden flight. Now, I haven't done much in the way of celebrating space exploration because it's not something that I'm wholly persuaded is for the greater good of mankind. It seems to me like a little bit of a techno wet dream, and yet I reserve the right to be proven completely wrong in the course of time. But I feel really called to celebrate that maiden flight as a representative of all of the technological prowess that we have come to demonstrate as human beings. It's so remarkable to think that we are able to project these enormous weights into space, to be able to deliver cargoes to the far reaches of the cosmos, and then be able to have those rockets return to land to be used again. It really beggars belief, and I think only the most Luddite or the most cynical person would not be able to take a moment to share in the admiration for our wizardry. People have been able to imagine going to the stars for as long as we've been on this planet, and I understand it that indigenous shaman have been practicing that ability to journey to the stars for a very long time, with or without a spaceship. I believe, like Buckminster Fuller, that we are currently spinning around on what is better known as Spaceship Earth. We are travelling through space. We are astronauts, and we happen to be on this living organism that is hurtling through space and providing for our every need. It seems to me that we still haven't learned how to pilot this spaceship, let alone begin to start focusing our efforts on escaping this bountiful spaceship. I do understand the sentiment to want to protect humankind so that no matter what happens to this planet, that our consciousness will go on somewhere, somehow. And yet to me, it seems that so many of our problems come from trying to escape, from trying to flee the problems that we've created for ourselves and trying to find harmonious resolution to them here, where we have indeed created those problems. It's interesting, there's this beautiful book by Ben Elton called Stark, and I'll never forget the final line, because in the course of that book there's a group of environmental activists who are trying to prevent the richest 0.01% of the population from escaping the planet on their starships. They've got the money, they're booked to go, there's going to be some apocalyptic environmental event, and so there they are set to go, and then they do, sorry for the spoiler, finally leave the planet. And as he says in the last line, they die in the pollution of their own souls. Just imagine human beings caught in the confines of a tiny little bubble in space. We can barely live in harmony with the people that are nearest and dearest loved ones in our families. It's so rare to see any kind of community be able to survive on this planet. What are the chances of us being able to live harmoniously once isolated in space with no escape? So to me, it serves as a distraction, and yet I really feel like celebrating the incredible achievement, the ingenious technical prowess that has enabled something like the maiden flight of the SpaceX project to take place. So here's to Falcon Heavy.